Hi, good morning, everyone. It's coffee time, so go ahead and hit the pause button on this video. Run, grab yourself a cup of coffee, tea, soda, whatever it is your preference. Go ahead and grab that and come back so that we can do just a little bit of chatting. Now, okay, I hope you're all back and ready to go. Today's topic is going to be, we are in now the new year and 2014. Time is really passing us by. And I don't know, a lot of people spend this time talking about New Year's resolutions and, setting goals for themselves. Some of the goals that they set for themselves are goals that I don't foresee them ever being successful in. But, this is that time of year where everyone has something in mind for that new year to come. So I'm no different. I thought that I would just take this opportunity to kind of go into a few things that I guess kind of share my opinion on how I see the new year coming in, every new year that comes in. I used to do the whole resolution thing. And then one day I stopped and realized that that caused me more headache than anyone could ever imagine. So I stopped doing that. And what I started to do is just kind of remind myself of the things that I didn't like about the previous year and strive to make those things better. So that's kind of what I do every year. I kind of just, look at the past as the past, and I welcome the future and being prosperous and bright and witty and charming and all that grand stuff. So that's pretty much what I do. Now, that being said, of course, I have to factor in a few of the little things that I've heard and different things that I've talked with different people about so that this makes this all the more interesting. Lately, I have heard a lot of conversation about relationships. Now, when we talk relationships, a lot of times when we end a relationship, we carry that baggage into our future lives, whether it's at the beginning of a new year or just in general, just carrying on baggage. The other night, I had a conversation with a young lady at my part-time job. And she was very upset. She was crying, in fact, and I asked her what was wrong. And she shared with me that her ex-husband had given his new girlfriend slash fiance a diamond ring for New Year's Eve night, day, whatever. And that it really, really bothered her. But then the worst part about it was that she was at the club that night with some of her friends, I guess having a girly moment, flashing her ring, just sharing with her friends, oh, look what I got, blah, 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 doing the whole flash thing. And the lady that I was visiting with in the restroom, she, of course, was very saddened by that. And I asked her, I said, well, are you still in love with your ex-husband? What was the story? And she was like, well, no, she's dating someone herself. And I said, so you're okay to date yourself, but you don't think he should? I guess I'm a little bit confused. And she was just sharing with me that the pain was still there and she didn't know where it came from because she really didn't love him anymore and she didn't really want to be with him anymore. But it would just hurt seeing someone else have that part of him that she once had. And I can relate to that. I really, truly can. I know when I first found out that my ex-husband was married, I didn't find out that he was getting married. I found out that he was married. And the way I found out was that he knocked on my door and he came to pick up a dresser that I was using for my son's room. And he had a wedding band on his hand. And he said, I got married over the weekend and I'm here to pick up my dresser. It was very cold and it was very... oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you the pain that I felt. So I truly can understand that. For us women, we're very emotional creatures. So even though we may not physically or, have that passion or that love for that person, they share part of us because especially if you had children with that person, that is about as close to someone as you can possibly get. So I do understand that emotion. But what I want to encourage everyone is for the new year coming up and any time, whether it's 2015, 2016, whatever, whenever, I do encourage you to let go of the past. It is gone. It's nothing you can do about to bring it back. And you have to look at the future as a positive thing. This could be something good for her ex-husband. He deserves to be happy no matter what the situation was, whether he treated her like crap. It doesn't matter. Everyone deserves their own share of happiness, whether we like them, care for them or not. So When I shared that with her, she kind of looked at me and she said, no one has ever put it to me that way before. And I just shared with her, I mean, look at all the things that she has coming forth to her. Just don't dwell on what she's seeing from the past, or what she had from the past. Just dwell on what she has going for the future, and setting an example to her children. She has 4 beautiful children by him, and they're going to need some guidance. It's going to be some adjustment periods, getting used to a new stepmother in their family. There just a lot of things. So she needs to spend her time focusing on being a positive role model for her family. And after I shared that with her, she kind of felt, well, you know what? I think I feel a little bit better about it. And one of the things that I stressed to her is, don't be an enemy to that person. I don't know the situation. I can't say that that person broke their family up. I don't know. And we really didn't get into that. But whether she did or did not, that is irrelevant. I see that a lot. Ex-wives hold new wives accountable for whatever the situation was that broke the husband and them up. So whether it's, even if she isn't the factor, it could have come along 10 years later, 5 years later, a year later. Sometimes ex-wives hold that new wife accountable, and that is so wrong. So in that case, I really don't know. I have no idea, but a lesson to anyone that's out there, even if that is the case, and I speak from experience, even if that is the case, you cannot change what has already happened. You cannot change a person's emotions. Therefore, you have to move on. Don't dwell and huddle over that, because it will eat you alive. And when those children are involved, you need to do what is necessary to make the children happy. So regardless of what the incident is, move on. Be happy. Smile in that person's face. Be what you have to be, because the children that you bore are the ones that will suffer the most. So if I don't ever get anything across to anyone today, I want to get that message across. So moving into 2014, is there anyone out there, if you're even in a marriage and you don't want to be in that marriage, this is the year. Do it. The pain that one go through staying in something that they are not happy with is horrible. And I don't recommend that to anyone. If you have searched within your soul, and I don't condone divorce. Like, I don't say that, divorce is something that everyone should do. I don't think it's a great thing. I think it's a horrible thing. I think when two people make a commitment, they should give it everything they've got to stay together. And I do believe that from the bottom of my heart. But I also believe that because we are different creatures and we do change as life progresses on, some of us for the better, some of us for the worse, some of us just make a change. We can wake up one day and honestly realize that the person that we have spent the last 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years with is not the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life. Now, when I say that, if you have given it everything you have, then it's time to move on. So make this year the year that you say goodbye to 2013 and hello 2014. Move the heck on. And I think you will be happy. I think that spouse will be happier, or the ex-spouse, if you go ahead and do what you need to do. Because when you're holding on in that limbo land, you are hurting yourself as well as the other person. You're holding yourself back from a possible better life. You're holding that other person back from a possible of a better life. So I do really encourage that. So I am saying for 2014 and any of the new years to come, I encourage everyone to let go of whatever was holding them back in 2013 and reach for the stars for 2014. Thank you so much for sharing this video with me. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Today is Martin Luther King celebrated day, so I hope everyone is celebrating in a way that they do see fit. And think about it. The whole story behind Martin Luther King, what we all know him so famous for, is I had a dream. I have a dream. So if you have a dream, make your dream come true. In 2014, go on with your life and live it happy. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a wonderful day. And remember, your inner beauty will make your outer beauty pop.